Hey guys, okay, so today we're gonna do a poke cake. So we already made this yellow cake. Now, I will tell you that actually we just made the cake regular. I was going to do
chocolate.
No, I was going to do applesauce, but it needed to be unsweetened and we didn't have any. So I'm gonna take this spoon, the end of a spoon, and I'm going to create some holes. And then I'm gonna pass it to Kara and I'm gonna let her do that while I kind of get this going with the pudding, which is going to be our inside. So when you do a poke cake, it's actually a pretty good way to make a cake. You can make it a little bit healthier. It's going to have lots of flavor. So when I talk about the applesauce, you can use applesauce in place of eggs, and you really shouldn't have any problem. Okay. So I know when we started this distance learning adventure, as Caroline's teacher likes to call it, Mrs. Dobro, I really kind of explained to you how I do not like to buy random kitchen utensils. Okay, kitchen gadgets, whatever you want to call them. I'm not a big fan of those, just because if I'm not going to use it, or if it's going to take up space, or if I have to find somewhere to store it and then remember to use it, it's not necessarily something that I want to do. Now, I just use skim milk to do this. A couple different things that I did find. When you use almond milk or even coconut milk, sometimes it won't set up. Okay? So just something to kind of think about. All right, now I'm just whisking. Okay, so I mentioned the random kitchen gadgets. One thing I had kind of been thinking about, which is funny, is purchasing a hand mixer, which you guys know I've never, even in school, I don't use a hand mixer. Now I'm just kind of pouring this around. We might need some more holes.
I still use the hand mixer sometimes.
She has one?
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and put some more holes in there. If you kind of think about when you are placing, yeah, you can do it there. If you kind of think about when you're placing your holes, see how my pudding's already starting to harden? Ken's, did I grab a rubber scraper? Can you grab one for me, please? It's okay if your pudding starts to harden, but we want this to be, okay, you're good. We want this to be more like a liquid, okay? So I didn't want to leave that because that would drip. And this is already starting, this is pretty thick. Now, I added 1 cup of milk. Okay, so I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to spread this over. Now, ideally, this would go into your holes, because what you're going to find that's going to happen here is we're going to have a little bit of trouble when we try to spread our whipped topping. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and grab this. We may even... One thing I thought about doing after I already baked this is I wish I had baked 2 smaller cakes, because to have one big cake, I'm going to pause you for 1 second. I got to find something. I don't know. Somehow I lost the rubber scraper. Anyway, so I was thinking after I had already baked this one and put it in the oven that I probably could have done 2 smaller cakes. If you're thinking about like 4th of July, you won't be able to push very hard on this Care Bear. So just kind of keep that in mind. Yep, you're just going to have to, I'm trying to kind of dollop this around a little bit so that you can see we're going to spread it out, but you can't push. But anyway, if you're making it for the 4th of July or even Memorial Day coming up, this would be a good thing. Yep, once you get the yellow stuff on it, you're going to have to be real careful.
There you go.
Like, see how you're just going to want to go right on top, because if you get any of the pudding on there, that pudding is going to be really messy. Okay, so then while she's doing that, I'm just going to kind of cut the fruit up, kind of talk about this a little bit. We know that you want to clean your fruit. This would be one that I would slice the fruit pretty thin, okay? But remembering that you're going to want to see, you're going to kind of want to see all of the red, all of the blue. If you're going to do red and blue, you want to do colors. So think about that as you are slicing your fruit. But also keep in mind that when people are taking a bite, they probably don't want, a whole strawberry or anything like that. So just kind of being careful with that. the other thing I'm going to show you, and I'll kind of get this ready. Oh, we're getting kind of messy. So it's okay to be messy. Just, you want to
clean it up.
Yep. Just push real gentle. The other piece to that, like if you've ever decorated a cake, you have to make sure once you push down, if your cake is still warm, if you push down and get any of that cake in there, it's going to end up making a mess. Okay? So I got it.
Hang on.
Look, we got all these hands. Everybody wants to help. Nobody wanted to help this morning when I was trying to clean, but now everybody wants to help. Okay. And then you just kind of choose how you want to decorate it. Now, I'm not cutting the blueberries, okay? But we'll just kind of put those on there. And I'm going to let them do that. Okay. See, this is, honey, you have to be real careful. I know you are, but you want to make sure it's smooth and you don't want to pull.
I'll put the blueberries.
Okay. You don't want to pull any of the cake up. So if you've ever done any kind of cake decorating, once you pull it up, it's pretty difficult to go back and correct it. So, okay, we got that. We're good. Okay. Blueberry. The last thing I want to show you, this is a shish kebab, a skewer. Okay, it's not a shish kebab, it's a skewer. And this is another super easy thing that you could do if you're thinking about healthier snacks, or healthier treats that you could kind of make to take to a party. Everybody likes fruit. Most everybody likes fruit. I don't know if Troy likes fruit. But most everybody likes fruit. Oh, I just took all their blueberries. But you just kind of slice these up. Not super small, but if someone's going to take it, then this can be their serving of fruit. Okay? Because that is probably the only thing. Even when you're at a party, to kind of put it on your plate, it can be a little bit awkward. But kebabs, can I see that? Kebabs are an easy way to kind of get that out there, to make it healthy and to still look super cute and pretty fun. In class, a lot of times we'll make like chicken kebabs and we'll do some things like that. And then we're just going to end with some blueberries. I always see the ones with pineapple too. I'm not a big pineapple person. I always see the ones with pineapple, and I've not done that, but I have done marshmallow before. So anyway, okay, just a super easy, simple thing. My hair's falling down, but that's okay because I'm done. I'm done with the cooking part. But I will take a picture of this cake. We'll kind of see if you can kind of see how they're doing. A lot of times people will do like flags, or they will kind of stick with a theme or a pattern. I guess we're just kind of doing whatever we want here today. But I hope you guys are doing well and staying happy and healthy and safe. And I cannot wait to see you and see some of the foods that you are making. Okay, bye guys.